Let's take a live look at T-Town, Tacoma tonight. Beautiful day all across the Puget Sound region. So let's get to our meteorologist, Adam Claiborne. What are we looking for as we get closer and closer to Friday?
Well, Joyce, I think more of what we had today is what we have here for tomorrow and over the weekend. Now, Saturday might be a little different with some additional clouds, but we're going to stay dry. And latest drought monitor released on Thursday, so we got one today. This is showing, check this out, a couple of little small tan dots right there indicating moderate drought. We are almost completely out of any drought here in Washington state. Now, the yellow that you see is abnormally dry soil. Doesn't really technically count as drought, but those spots right there have shrunk from what we had last week. Here we are. I'm going to get updated for you, and you can see that that was a bit larger. And we do expect to see, well, conditions to stay dry for a lot of the upcoming weeks. So we'll see how things do shape up with that. But the moisture, it's still at a relatively decent spot when it comes to our soil over there. Not to mean that it's not dry, just in comparison to what it should be during this time of the year. It's okay. So looking at the wildfire smoke, you can see that most of that will stay across the eastern side of the state. Nothing really too dense or that's going to be too thick. So no big worries when it comes to air quality over the next couple of days. Plus, you start to see these wind barbs right here heading from west to east. Our area of low pressure responsible for some of the storms yesterday is going to be moving northward, and that's going to help to bring us more of the cooler conditions that we're going to have heading on into Saturday. We'll top off at about 76 there, additional clouds, but then we're back up to around 80 heading into Sunday. Painfield, clear skies, beautiful look at the sky there. And right now looking at Hurricane Ridge, where we did just have a group of people enjoying the view. Looks like they're gone right now, but still a pretty nice day there. And then also for the coast where we were seeing just a little of that wind. Temperatures actually made their way up into the 70s there out at Westport. We're at 80 right now in Seattle, a calm wind, and well, things are going to cool down again tonight, but we're going to keep things really clear and quiet. 82 in Shelton, 81 in Olympia, 70s out along the coast, and more of those mid-70s for Friday Harbor and Bellingham right now. The storms, where are they? Well, they're staying mainly north of the border, heading up into Canada. We also have a few across the extreme southeastern part of Washington and northeastern part of Oregon. Then you have quite a wave of rain that's making its way northward. Not as much lightning with that as you go over that way, but definitely good to see the rain. Hopefully there are not too many lightning strikes to go along with that. And there's our spinning area of low pressure that will eventually move a little farther north and then start to track farther to the east as we go over the next couple of days. And you'll see that here represented on future radar, as tonight we start off clear, and I think for most of the night we are going to be clear. Just after midnight, seeing those skies stay clear, but then into early tomorrow we do have more clouds out along the coast, and those will stay out that way, and maybe South Sound gets in on a few more of the clouds than what we're going to see farther north. By tomorrow evening and tomorrow night, clouds will thicken, and then as that area of low pressure starts to track across more of Vancouver Island and up into British Columbia, that will bring in a wave of clouds heading on into Saturday morning, which we're going to see out closer to the coast and maybe even over the Olympic Peninsula. A small chance of a few showers that could be in place there. I think elsewhere we're going to stay dry though. 80 degrees for Sunday. We'll top off at 79 tomorrow. We'll stay in the 80s Monday and Tuesday and start to really see things warm up by next Wednesday.